Ambition without action is the worst threat that humanity has had. When you combine ambition, this feeling, this wanting to get and to be someone big, someone great, to accomplish all your dreams, all this incredible big thinking, combined with laziness, combined with procrastination, combined with all those things, can kill lives. And I want to tell you first my personal story. Why do I think this is the reality? Why do you think this incredible statement that is kind of excessive, but that I think is incredibly true? So, first, let me write the statement. Threat. Ambition without action is equal to threat or to danger. So, why do you think that? Because all my life, I've characterized myself by being a really ambitious man. Since I was little, I would like to go through pages of entrepreneurship books, of these books that had incredible successes in their pages. And while I was reading them, I had that feeling in my chest, that feeling inside of me that wanted to do all those things that those incredible entrepreneurs have done. I remember when I was just starting, the only thing that I was doing was reading books. I was in my couch, in my bed, reading in my Kindle or reading in just my phone. And I remember that after I ended up reading, that was the first habit that I was building. I just laid in my bed and did nothing. And doing nothing, it started killing my mind. It made myself start hating myself because I had those incredible dreams, those incredible feelings of doing something, but I never do it. I just laid in my bed, procrastinate, watch videos, reels, write to people, make all those things that in that moment I didn't know what was happening. If I had all those dreams, all those incredible passions, but I wasn't able to develop. And that was slowly treating myself. Because slowly and slowly, I was getting more into the things that didn't benefit myself. I was getting more into procrastination, because the more I get into procrastination, the more I felt anxiety, the more I felt the stress, and the more I didn't want to fulfill my dreams. And that was really strange, because you think if you have these incredible things in mind, this ambition, then if you don't do something to accomplish it, you would change your mind. There would be something that would lead to change. But it's the opposite. And this is because of the cycle of procrastination. So I want to tell you today, I know that I have explained this cycle in a lot of my videos, but I want you to understand this incredible danger. So the cycle of procrastination goes like this. So you feel stress and anxiety. Let's leave it just in stress. Stress leads to procrastination. Procrastination leads to more stress. And more stress leads to more procrastination. And more procrastination to more stress. And why is that? Because when you have this ambition, when you have these dreams, inherently, you already have this kind of pressure over yourself. Your inside feeling, I don't know if it's something that you get born with or that you developed, that thing already adds pressure to your mind. And when your mind is under pressure, under stress, procrastination is just a method in which your mind tries to keep you away from more stress and keep you safe. Because that's the objective of your mind. So, this pressure that inherently you already have is gonna lead to procrastination if you don't manage it well. And by saying you don't manage it well is that you do exactly this. You don't act. You have these incredible goals, but you think that you will get there without acting, without going through the process. And that's why it is so dangerous. Because when you have this ambition, because ambition is also, could be not a threat, but with action could be your best benefit, because it would lead to incredible changes, incredible actions that no one else have done, but that you have done because you really want that, and you won't let anyone to take it out of you. So, stress will lead to procrastination when you don't act, because you'll feel that pressure, and that pressure brings you anxiety. That anxiety brings you to procrastinate. When you're procrastination, this pressure continues in your mind, threatening you. So more stress, and then procrastination, and you can be stuck here. I was stuck there. I was there without going forward, just going downwards where you don't want to go. But I have always felt that feeling inside of myself to becoming something more. So, how did I change? What happened inside of me or external of me that led to that incredible change? So the first thing that I think that is key, and that in this moment I want to tell to you, is I had an incredible mentor. And in my case, I was also really lucky, and my mentor was my father. So my father was the one who always led to me, made me get out of my comfort zone and start acting. He always told me, okay, you feel that, then act, then read, then start doing videos, then start doing this project, this other project. And obviously at the start I was, oh my God. I remember one day that I got to my mother's house, I was tired. And I almost revealed to my mom, and I told her, Mom, why do you want me always like that? I was crying, and my mom told me, what happened? I'm not like that. What have your father done to you? And it was because he wanted me to act. And maybe in that moment, you won't be conscious of that. But when you grow, when you start doing things, you will be conscious that action is the path to ambition and to greatness. With ambition and action, you will get to greatness. So the first step, number one, to get rid of this problem is gonna be, in my case, mentorship. In the case that you're not as lucky as me, that your father is the one who pushes you, if you feel that you're trapped in that procrastination cycle, get a mentor. Get something that can guide your steps towards the thing that you want to do. That's a really important step. But more than mentorship, there is a step behind. There's a step before mentorship. And it is, I think, one of the most important qualities of every human being. And it is consciousness. If you're not conscious that you have this problem, if you're not conscious that your ambition is killing you, then you won't be able to change. Why? Because, let me give you an example. In this moment, all the videos till this moment, you have breathing subconsciously. Your breath has been normal breath. Now, be conscious of your breath. When you're conscious of your breath, you can start controlling it. So now breathe and take it out. How could you change? What was the first step toward change? Consciousness. So before mentorship, you have to be conscious that you have that problematic. You have to accept it. And when you accept it, is where you can start your steps to change. So, step 0, I think, the first before the first, is Consciousness. This is the first step towards every change. And I want to also tell you this also steps towards making a habit. Because actioning something is basically becoming a habit. So the first thing that you have to do in order to make a habit is make a trigger. That's the first thing. What's a trigger? The trigger is a thing that you see or that your senses perceive that initiates a process in your mind that led to a behavior. So for example, if you see your phone in the top of your table, just by watching it, you want to take it up and start watching reels, Instagram, TikTok, blah, blah, blah. So that's the trigger, just watching your phone. If you put your phone away, then the trigger doesn't initiate the action and you won't start doing that things. So you need one trigger, one thing that reminds you that you need action with that ambition that you feel inside of you. The second thing is the routine, the thing that you want to start doing. So how are you gonna get the routine? Think on the things that you're passionate about. What are you passionate about? What do you want to start doing? Where does this ambition lead you? When you detect that, that's where you can start going forward. Whether it's sports, environmental science, whatever you think you want to do. What's your passion? And when you find your passion, you're gonna find what to do. And you're gonna start doing it. And you're gonna start small. But you have to stay consistent. How are you gonna stay consistent? By taking the trigger, by taking the routine. But the last but not least step for making a habit is the reward. What's a reward? Is the thing that will compensate your mind for doing the past behavior. So, I don't know, if you want to start running, then go for a run, and when you get back home, you take a fruit smoothie. Something that obviously don't trashes all your effort, but you have to reward your mind. Because that's the only way to hack your mind so that it wants to repeat the action. Okay? So, what were the steps? Number 1, trigger. Trigger. Number 2, the habit. And number 3, the reward. So, these are the 3 things that you're gonna start doing for implementing action in your life. So, for finishing with this incredible session, I want to tell you that ambition with action is equal to greatness. I want you to remember the first statement that I said to you when I started with this video. The first statement was ambition without action is danger, is the worst threat that has happened to humanity. Now, ambition, let me write it, this is so powerful. Let me write it. Ambition with action is equal to greatness. To greatness. Ambition with action is equal to greatness. Is the best thing that has happened to humanity. When you combine this sense of limitless mindset, when you combine this boundless thinking, way of thinking, with action, with actually doing something, getting out of your comfort zone and giving the best out of you. That's basically the compound of greatness, of all the people that you see out there making incredible things, is because they had this and this, ambition and action. So today, I want you to start acting. Start following your passions. Start with this trigger. Start with this habit. Start with this reward. And don't let that this desire for becoming something else continues killing you. The only thing that you need to do is to start implementing this word, action. So start acting now. Thank you.